A former church daycare worker facing 8 charges of child sexual abuse and 3 lawsuits now being denied a bond reduction at a hearing this afternoon. Cameron White was arrested last month. The investigation has since grown, with White allegedly having inappropriate contact with children over the span of several years. Police are continuing to review footage, speak with victims, and gather forensic evidence. Fox 54's Caleb Aguayo brings us the latest.
Cameron White didn't appear in court today after waiving his preliminary hearing at the Madison County Courthouse, but his defense team did go ahead with a motion to reduce his bond, a move the judge denied. The courtroom was packed with families of the victims, attorneys, and people just wanting to hear the latest on the case. Once they got started, the defense argued that White's $400,000 cash-only bond should be reduced, and he should be allowed to return home with an ankle monitor. White's attorney, Larry Marsili, cited his lack of criminal history here in Alabama, his lack of continued contact with the victims, and the presumption that he's innocent until proven guilty.
If you added the condition that he not have contact with those victims, and if you added the condition of the ankle monitoring for the electronic monitoring, so law enforcement knows where this man is, and restrict his movement to just simply being that of home and meeting with as an attorney, I don't see how that would not be sufficient to safeguard the community.
However, the prosecution says the alleged crimes are violent in nature, arguing that White's bond should remain the same because there are children in his home. They say the alleged crimes fit the previously set bond.
The victims were young children. He is a danger to the community, and he's looking at substantial jail time, well over 100 years, day for day. So he has every reason in the world to run.
The hearing took about 20 minutes before the judge denied the motion, sending White's case on to an as-yet unscheduled trial date later this year. White remains in jail with the bond still set at $400,000. The next steps include law enforcement finishing the months-long investigation before he ultimately appears before a grand jury. If convicted, he's facing up to 160 years in prison. In Huntsville, I'm Caleb Aguayo, Fox 54 News.
Gann says the police have finished going over surveillance footage and are now waiting on forensic evidence to come out of the lab before they finish the investigation.